Hi there everyone, I am your German Snob and I'm here with another episode of Let's Play Thief Gold. Now we are in this room in the Mage's Tower, and there's this guard somewhere, you know. Actually going to put out more torches to not take any risks. Then knock him out. There is another one somewhere in here, though I can't see him yet. But I think there is something we can do about that. There he is. So he's going back and forth between those two rooms. And then he's gonna go in here. You know, just stating the obvious here. Now, if we were to go down here...
What I see there.
Good night. And then go down here. Where would we get? We will see. First floor indeed. Well, the library is one place we want to go eventually.
What's that in the shadow there?
You didn't see me.
Oh, I hate rats.
Everyone hates rats. Also, your voice acting is terrible. You should do something about that. Hey, look at that scroll. Celera Abrupta, I guess. We urgently need the chemicals last requested. Sorry. 2 days hence we'll be sending young Luca to the city. Have one of your helpers accompany him. Also see if you can add 3 goats, a camel and a burrick to the animals gathered for the next round of experiments. Adapt Haseki by Sour. Whatever. How about that one? Notice to all servants and guards. Herein let it be known that the 4 towers of Mage Keep are sacrosanct and thus off limits to the commons. Only those adept may enter. Guards may enter the tower for voyeurs on business, but may not proceed upwards. Archmage Ibn al-Harud. You see, they are, I guess, implied to be Middle Eastern. Well, that's what it sounds like. Or whatever this game's world's equivalent to the Middle East is. Now, where would we get by going here? Into the stairwell. Gotta remember that. So how about this door? Look at that, that's nothing. Okay. I'm at least vaguely confused. Yeah, you go in here. Not gonna be bothered by him. And take the route to the other direction. He's gonna be a problem, isn't he?
Hey, stop! Don't move!
All things considered, this went better than expected. And yeah, NPCs in this game have very bad eyesight. Well, on the other hand, I wanted to address this actually sooner, but I couldn't help but notice that, like, the more darker sections of this game are way darker when I upload them on YouTube, like in the finished videos, than they are when I'm actually playing the game. As far as I understand, can I open this door? As far as I understand it, I can. So yeah, as far as I understand it. Hey, it's the library.
This is where the mages hide their dirty little secrets.
So, whatever. As far as I understand, it's a problem with YouTube that videos come out darker on there than they are, like, actually in-game. Which is a problem, I understand.
All is not still.
Because I know that some things might be harder to make out when, like, watching them, but there is really nothing I can do about it. I don't think that turning up the brightness of this game would make it any easier for me to play the game. So that would bring a slew of, you know, unrelated problems with it. Also, let's read those books. You can read them if you want to. I'm not going to read them out loud, they're too long. Though actually, this is all kind of interesting, like in terms of like flavor text. I can read that. 8 old men up in a tower. 8. We've already heard that. Okay. So, never mind. Hey, who wants to bet that I'm going to run out of water arrows eventually? Because I totally will. Now that's a gas lamp, I guess. Now, from the central library. That's where we are right now. So those bejeweled reading glasses should probably be the first thing we're going to get.
I shall walk the path until my return.
Right there, wizard.
The light reveals a shadow to us.
Just gonna slip by here. Are we safe? Yep. Is there any reason to coming up here? Well, there is, I guess, would it be a good idea to wait for that one guy to come up here again and then knock him out, just to not have him be a problem later on? I don't know. Let's read the scroll. You can read it if you... Actually, no, I am going to read it out loud because it might be important. Notes from Council Session of the Inner Circle. Due to a disastrous experiment by Archmage Jabu Ibn Lani, the water tower will be closed until further notice due to flooding. Oh, okay. All future experiments using water elementals are forbidden by mutual consent of the Inner Circle until we can devise stronger wards. Our keep must remain unified and maintain tradition. Each tower holds the key of another to maintain the doctrine of trust. Since the key to the Tower of Water was lost controlling the accident, the fire mages have no symbol to guard. Therefore, the fire mages shall keep the key to the chamber in the central tower that holds our treasured possession. The key to the Tower of Earth shall remain in the Tower of Water, since the water mages are the only ones who can survive entering the flooded areas. Oh man.
Take up arms against me,
That went better than expected. Once again. Now you stay here. Okay, now that we've read that scroll, is there anything else? Or am I wasting my time up here?
I warn you, do not take up arms against me.
You gonna sleep too?
I am unharmed.
No, you're not. Okay, so hiding the body here was a mistake. Another rather bad one at that.
See the vast earth and burn in
But I think we can solve that. Leaving bodies left and right. That, as you might have noticed by now, is my personal playstyle. And how could that be wrong? Hey, additional water arrow. Well, we can need all of them we can get. Or rather, we can use all of them that we get. Yeah. So, that door, how about it?
what I see there.
It would lead out again. But we don't really want to go there yet. So the implication here, obviously, is that we have to go further down. And I'm not, you know, generally against that. In fact, I think that might be reasonably interesting. Also, what's that? Looks like their indoor swimming pool or something like that. Their whirlpool, basically. Well, you know, I guess all these important mages can grant themselves some luxury. We, however, we go down to the basement, which I assume to be guarded.
Walk the path until my return.
Well, it certainly sounds like it. And it certainly looks like it too. Oh man, he's apparently an air mage. I do actually enjoy how their robes look different relating to their specific circle of magic, you know, their element. This area lends itself pretty well to stealth, seeing how there is basically an abundance of shadow. And seeing how there's a water arrow just lying around there. Gladly gonna take it. What are we going to do then? Probably gonna go further down.
Something is amiss.
It's dark in here. That's good. I do assume that we have to get... Wait a moment. Ah, no, nothing special there. We do... yeah, I do assume that we have to go into where that guy came from. Which shouldn't be too hard. See? Now that we are here, there's a book. So like we once were, are these now, who now inhabit this land. They are the chrysalis that should become. We have adopted those few who have shown potential for enlightenment, from the notes of Archmage Garot's prophecies. Sure. What we need, I guess, isn't that chests, by which I mean there are rope arrows. That's useless. Oh man. So where are these reading glasses that we need?
It was a false vision.
Man, I was sure they would be down there, but apparently they're not. So back up we go, maybe. And then let's see what we can find to the right.
Wind blows. Do not foot.
Okay, that was my fault. We stood in that guy's way. It was expected that he would see us.
Winds. Feel the countless walk. I warn you.
Yeah, once again my fault. But now I know his patrol route. And the best way to avoid it is by going here. See, that wasn't hard.
Something
Now we're gonna go to the right.
was a false vision.
What's there? Another water arrow. Okay, so far so good. What's there? A vase. In other words, loot. Okay, that's all pretty nice, but it's not what we need.
Fire burns. Earth shakes.
So what am I missing here? Because I must be missing something. Seeing how I can't believe that. Yeah.
Fire.
Well, let me
Something is amiss.
go down here again.
It was a false vision.
There doesn't seem to be anything.
Shelters from the winds.
On the other side,
Waters. See the vast earth.
no, nothing either.
Fires.
And we've already been in here.
Disturbs me.
There's only that one book.
Sweet silence return. Do not flee.
And then he saw us. Gonna make a cut here. Ha ha! That book there, it's kinda sticking out and you can interact with it. Ha ha! Once again. That's nice. What is that? A goblet, I think. What's that? A water arrow, think. And what is that? These are the glasses we're looking for, I think.
This'll make any fence crack a smile.
Oh, I bet it will. So now we got that. Really, it was. I mean, it was my own fault. But you know, there's that special kind of frustration that sets in when you realize you're looking for something and you're missing something. And what you're missing is really obvious. And it's like, it's your fault and your fault only that you're missing it. And yet there is nothing you can do. So, you know, it makes it the more satisfying to actually find it then. And I think we can just kind of sneak through this room. And yes, you might have noticed that I'm making an attempt to be a bit more inconspicuous in getting through here. Well, whatever. So, like we once were, are these who now inhabit this? We've already read that. Yeah, some of these messages repeat. Indeed. Now, where do we want to go? We came from there. You can tell by all the unconscious bodies.
Nothing there now.
We have also already been here. So the way to go is obviously...
Show yourself.
Okay, no, this needs a key. Can we open that door without knocking out that guard? We will see. I don't think there is another torch that we can put out. At least not one that I can see right now. So we have to try our keys.
Something there.
And it works. And then...
What is that?
That doesn't really make anything better now, does it? Ah. Of course, that has to happen when I'm trying to be careful. For once in my life.
Come on now.
But I think that was pretty much just a coincidence. I'm going to make a cut here and try it again. Now let's try that again.
I see there.
Because if you're fast, I think yes, like that. Now, do we follow him or do we go back up again? You know what, I think that's a question to ask ourselves in the next episode. Seeing how, you know, we met one of the objectives today. So, I am your German snob, this is Let's Play Thief, and I'm going to be seeing you again tomorrow. And until then, have a wonderful evening and goodbye.